I think with this I will
No, fair.
close
Thank you.
and request the younger people to come up.
Sure. No, this is quite comprehensive and sketches the landscape quite well. And I'm just trying to. So let me ask a question to the people here on the floor. Whatever be your annual income, suppose that number is X, and you are the best judge of what that number is. I'm not asking to disclose that X, but what I would want
No,
to
anyone disclose.
what I'm asking is a show of hands of how many of us in this room have a 10 times X as the sum assured cover.
Term.
Term, pure
Term
term.
cover. Term cover.
10 times your annual income or your gross taxable salary or whatever be that benchmark. One. One individual. You may notice my hands are down, huh? So I don't have a 10 times cover. I'm an actuary, but I still don't have a 10 times cover.
Actually the insurance people are the worst culprits. They always preach to others. You should have this cover. You know you should be safe and all. You ask them a counter question. Are you covered? They'll keep quiet or they'll divert the question.
So we got one individual. Okay. How many of us have a 7x, 7 times cover? 2, 3. Okay.
Not the same person who has the 10x cover, no?
Yeah. So he can also keep his hands up. So 7x. So 3 guys in a room of what? Say around 100?
But it's very good.
100 odd? Yeah.
Huh?
5x?
Is not bad. Yeah.
How many of the panelists?
2%.
Panelists? Come on.
What?
guys.
7x? I do have a
Okay,
I do have
7x.
a 7x and above cover.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
5x? Okay. Probably touching a number of 10. 3x?
Yes.
Okay. Now. X? Come on, are we guys saying that, look, there are guys in the room who have a term cover which is less than the annual income of the individual? Right? There are, right? And this speaks a lot. This is a knowledgeable elite group who understands insurance. And the standard multiple where you would say that you are well insured is late teens. So it's around 16, 17, touching 20. Because the guiding principle is that that corpus, once you receive, should be able to buy an annuity that replaces the income on an inflation linked basis for the rest of your earning life. Today, annuity rates hover around 6%, 7%, but they are not inflation linked, they are level. Right? So, just a perspective, as Mr. Roy said. Fair enough. So, moving on. Khalid, since you are the younger chap in the life insurance,
Youngest of the youngsters.
youngest of the youngsters, rather. So, let's hear your perspective on when you started, say, with your first policy and how it's shaped up. How have you seen the landscape evolve in the last decade or so?
Thanks, Kailash. Uh, I'd like to start by saying that life insurance is an extremely important financial asset class, and as Mr. Roy mentioned, right, it largely provides security and safety to one for two reasons. One, in case of untimely death, and second, it also covers the risk of living too long, right? And it's important to have an insurance product in one's portfolio, simply because these are needs or these are gaps which can't be covered by a multitude of other financial instruments which are available in the market. Having said that, insurance still remains a push product, and therefore in India, and therefore uh, the role of a distributor continues to remain significant one, right? And the topic, for the life insurance discussion largely was on unleashing the potential, right? So when we talk about potential, uh, what exactly are we referring to? So in simple terms, the insurance penetration level in India is extremely low. It's somewhere around 2.6% as compared to a world average. When I'm saying average, it includes developed countries, developing countries, and also underdeveloped countries, who was at around 3.4. And also, if you look at a protection level in India, It's around 60% of the GDP in 2015 as compared to 99% for China, 178% for Malaysia, more than 250% for UK or France. So basically there is, the fact remains that India is largely underinsured, right? And in that context, the challenge is for us to look at how we can provide appropriate delivery mechanisms for our products to the consumers. As per a recent Life Insurance Council report, around 50 district headquarters in India don't even have, district headquarters itself don't even have an insurance branch. And the fact is that we are looking at around 11,000 odd insurance branches trying to cater to a population of 127 crore. So, while the opportunity in India is the sheer size of the population, that therein also lies the challenge. That how do we find the appropriate distribution approach to effectively cater to this sort of a heterogeneous target population. So when you look at a product, any product, right, when does it become relevant actually? Essentially it becomes relevant only under three circumstances. One, that product is a product which caters to some need of the customer, right, addresses some need gap for the customer. Second one is that, it is accessible. Where the customer wants it and when the customer wants it, that product is available to the customer. And third, that product is supported